You are listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast exploring Scripture and all things related to it. New episodes are released daily. For more information, check out glossahouse.com and subscribe to our channels on Spotify and YouTube. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello, welcome to Constituent Marking with Fred Long on Proof Text. And this is Fred Long. If I sound like I have a cold, in fact, I do. Been fighting off a sinus infection, but I'm getting better. And, I want to welcome you back. We're looking at 1 Corinthians 13:4. For 13:4. These are great verses. I remember memorizing this verse as a young believer, and I recommend that, these verses. We'll talk about that. Yeah. So verse 4, I'll read the Greek, and then I'll start to constituent mark it. So, e agape, macro through me. So single underline e agape, and single underline macro through me. And then I cut off the epsilon iota ending, and that's how I would mark it. Yeah, it's that simple. Love is patient. Well, that's how I learned it. Love is patient. But there's something else going on here. As I also memorize the rest of this verse, we'll go ahead. I'll come back to that point. I'll read the next little sentence. Christevite e agape. Single underline all of those, and then cut off the ending ete. Love is kind. Now, I think these are very poor English translations, because what happens is that love is patient, and love is kind, abstracts love into these attributes of patient and kind. In fact, though, when you're looking at the Greek text, macro through me and christevite, these are each verbs. These are verbal ideas, okay? So let's not translate them as abstract adjective attributes. Let's translate these as verb. Love suffers long, or love acts patiently. Love acts kindly. All right? So somehow I would like to convey that these are not just abstract attributes, but actually verbal actions. Love is a verbal action, not an abstract attribute. Okay, so I think that's an important point to keep in mind. Yeah, so the rest of verse 4 consists of 3 negative statements. And I guess before we go there, notice that you do have a nice chiasm. Love, then the verb, then the word love. Okay, so A, B, B, A pattern. So A agape sandwiches the middle. Okay, so the next 3 little sentences are ou ze lu. Ou ze lu, so ou is a negative. I put a dotted box around that because we do that with adverbs. And then we single underline ze lu. Now, ze lu is from ze lo-o. Ze lo-o is an Omicron contract verb. It means something like strive for. It can be positive, actually, but it also can be used in negative context to mean like to be envious. So to be striving in a way that's envious. So it is not striving or envious in a negative way. And then we have e agape, the next sentence, e agape, which is in brackets and single underline it in terms of marking. It's in brackets because it's textually suspect. Early manuscripts don't have it, but then other ones do. So this is one way to indicate we're not sure whether it belongs there. But we do know already that love is indeed the subject. That's not in question because we have it twice repeated in verse 4a. So love ou peper ev ete. perevitev. So u is a negative adverb, dotted underline that, and perevite, cut off the ending there. That's from peperevo, which is an interesting verb. It's related to peperos. Peperos is this adjective which means a braggart, to be bragging, a braggart. And so this is a verb that is active typically, but here the ending ete makes it present middle passive. And so probably we're looking at a true middle form. So brags about itself. Yeah, so we're talking about love not bragging. Yeah, love not being a braggart or elevating oneself. So love doesn't strive in a way that is jealous, nor does it brag. And then the last one is u fusi ute. So I cut off fusi ute. The ute, I single underline the verb, cut off the ending at ute. This again is a contract verb from fusi oo. Fusi oo means to be, what is it? Puffed up. To be puffed up. So this is also a middle formation, and has to do again with kind of like arrogance. So yeah, we have this verse: love acts kindly. Love acts patiently. Love acts kindly. It does not strive jealously. It does not boast or is a braggart, does not boast, and it does not puff oneself up. All right, well, I hope you found that helpful.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.